In this video, I want to talk about tattooing as a profession and why tattooing is more than just a job. Hi, my name is Giorgi Jankhoteli and I've been tattooing for more than 10 years already. So after tattooing so long, I'll learn some really useful informations I want to share on this channel, and hopefully it's gonna be good for you down the road. So why tattooing is actually more than just a job and just a profession? Because one of the first reason is human connection, and that we are creating permanent work on some other people's bodies that are remaining there permanent and staying there for the most of the times for the rest of their lives. They are real people. Their tattoos and their ideas of their tattoos have real meaning. So importance of the tattoo doesn't only end where tattoo's quality is acceptable from the customer, but actually you have to think about how other people are gonna perceive it, because no matter what, tattoos are always constantly are speaking about our character, even though our tattoos may not be even close to our character. And that usually happens when we choose our designs in kind of not correct way, because when I see tattoo on somebody, I already have some idea, some rough idea about those people, about them, like what kind of people are they, even though they might have this tattoo done in very like early childhood or in a place in their lives where they were at some point and now they are in totally different place in their lives. I once heard a story about a tattooer giving people tattoos that they weren't ready for. And he would say that those people would grow up to those tattoos. So if they didn't like it today, they might love it after 5, 7, 10 years. So that's really kind of deep understanding of that kind of thing when you are thinking ahead of time as a tattooer. Another important thing to keep in mind why tattooing is much more than a profession is that it kind of makes you think about yourself as a person, and it can actually help you grow and develop as a person. So for example, for me, I had to look at myself in almost like in a mirror and say that I have to be much better and much bigger than my ego, and to actually surpass myself in a current state where I'm at in my tattooing, right? So because there's no ceiling, there's always room to grow, right? So if you can realize that, but also there's your ego which says that you are good enough, and your clients are actually saying the same, that you are pretty good and you are amazing and everything, it can be really frustrating to actually come out from that place and to actually seek more growth. So I would encourage any artist to actually leave their ego, because that's when I started growing, when I realized that. And it's really easy for artists to actually fall into that trap, and then you may start growing as an artist. There's 3 reality checks I want to mention in this video. And first, I want to mention that the growth here in this field is pretty slow. So there might be some years that you don't feel anything at all to be gaining more experience or to be better artist or to have more clientele or anything like that, and it might feel frustrating and it might feel like plateau, and then eventually skills compound. They really do. And if you don't stop, it's like investing. It might be weird example, but if you don't stop over the years, you will see exponential growth down the road. It takes years, it takes really, really hard work, and first of all, it takes desire to do all of that stuff. And you also have to have some end game, where are you going as an artist? There are people, many tattoo artists, who are forced to work in their late 50s and 60s. So you also have to think about that. Do you want to be that kind of artist, or do you want to have a freedom to choose your own designs, choose what you're gonna do when you will be retiring, or how you're gonna retire? That's another side of this whole rock and roll of the tattooing that might be appealing, very flattering and interesting, and rock and rollish from like viewers' perspective. Another thing why tattooing is much more than a profession is that it gives you discipline, and it teaches you how to be patient. And patience is really, really needed requirement when you are tattooing, because if you don't have that patience, then your tattoo is gonna suffer, and your clients from those tattoos. So basically, you really, really are setting up yourself to have and acquire that skill of patience, because that's a skill and that's a learnable thing. And if you think that some complex designs are too heavy for you today, you might think of them as easy, and actually not that challenging after some time, because down the road you know and you learn that patience is one of the most essential ingredients in your tattoo, as your inks and your tattoo machines and any other thing that you are using for making that tattoo. Another cool thing is that you are learning visual thinking. Like, you think about ideas and stuff in a visual way, and that's really kind of hard to explain how it works. But once you start working on the ideas and making them as your tattoo sketches and references, that is really impossible if you can't visualize it first, right? So when you do that, it gives you another really, really cool thing of visualization and visual thinking. So even if tattooing disappears completely from my life tomorrow, I would still be a different person, because I have acquired those skills down the road. Mainly what I've learned in my 10 years of tattooing is that you should not run for your style, and it will come to you by itself. Like, the one takeaway from this part of this video is that once you stop chasing your tattooing style, it will come to you naturally. So the takeaways from this video will be dependent on where are you in your journey right now. If you are a beginner, or if you're somewhere in the middle, that's totally fine, and you're not late anywhere, because this is a craft that requires years of practice, years of vision and planning, not only your tattoos and style and etc., but actually your life, because this profession is really linked and interconnected with your behaviors, with your everyday life, and what you do with your own life. So basically, I would tell you that you shouldn't rush. Take your time, and eventually you'll definitely get there. Also, let me know, where are you in your journey? Are you beginner? Are you somewhere in the middle? Or are you professional tattoo artist? And if you are, what do you think about these topics, and can you actually relate to all of this? And drop the comment below. I also would like to make new videos about tattoos and about this kind of stuff that comes only from experience, and I would gladly share those with you guys. So you can also subscribe this channel if you want to get more videos like that. Thank you for watching, and take care.